fine. Get your abs in a twist.
Et bonjour YouTube pour cette deuxième
Okay.
VOD
So Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your
sur
mind?
Stray
Sis?
Gods, The Role-Playing Musical. Tu n'arrêtes pas de m'appeler Paul.
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him?
Ok.
Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
Et du coup, tu penses que c'est le dieu du pain? Tu es doué avec un ordinateur?
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her.
Oh, les faux raccords.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you
Ah non,
to
c'est
get
qu'elle
me
a-
an Ethernet cable.
C'est qu'elle a un autre écran à côté, mais
I
tu
don't
ne
know
sais
what
rien
that
parce
is.
qu'il est pas en face d'elle. Mais...
It's the 21st century, Paul. And your 21st century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
Tu vis ici?
Do you live here?
Avec cet homme qui a
I
plusieurs milliers d'années?
Crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
And see the way he talks. I thought maybe he was a creep at first, but nah. Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
Le dieu des squatteurs. Tu connais bien Apollo? Apollon?
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
Sexy.
Incredibly emo? Like a sack stuffed with sad?
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Grace, surely this is not what you came for.
Oh, I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
It's
Alors
hardly
Apollon,
productive.
on est beau comme un Apollon?
See, there you go again.
Apollo mais il est en chemise.
Get a room. A different room.
J'ai besoin de renseignements.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use the computer. Here,
Peu,
I'll
hein.
show you.
Un peu sassy ton oracle. Tu
There.
respectes pas trop.
The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh. Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Ah. Surprise. Surprise.
You weren't expecting that?
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly. Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment.
Mais est-ce que Calliope a besoin qu'on lui donne des
The good
choses?
news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Faut pas genre descendre aux enfers? Je risque d'avoir des ennuis.
I'm thinking she won't be happy to see me.
C'est celle qui était la
Persephone
plus
is
hostile à moi.
rarely happy to see anyone.
Au cœur.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Moi je suis allé marcher
Yeah,
Apollon.
yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
Je suis allé au McDo. Ah, ça va être un nightclub l'Hadès. Oui. Très drôle ça. Il a une voiture, il a Polo. Oh, putain. C'est parti sur les blagues. Peut-être qu'il a un cheval pour faire du polo.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Parce que c'est que pour les dieux.
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how.
Il y a,
Here in
que
the
deux personnes
underworld,
importantes.
idols
3.
can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
C'est pas ton truc, hein.
Do you come here often?
No. Persephone and I aren't friends.
Is she friends with anyone?
Not many, no. Except Calliope, apparently. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
Je peux pas juste lui poser la question?
You don't think I could just ask her about it?
Not if she doesn't want to talk to you. She may need a nudge. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crowd if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
Et moi je suis pas à l'aise dans un club. Parlons à Hermès. Parce qu'on dirait qu'il a commencé à raconter mes histoires à tout le monde.
You're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing.
Posé dans le club.
Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
Et je me serais attendu à ce qu'il danse Hermès plutôt que d'avoir une boisson. Alors c'est quoi l'histoire?
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
New?
Hermès c'est
I
Mich.
haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like
Une banane
a
Hermès.
year. I've lost track. So I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks.
Un peu nul comme
Athena
Dieu.
says one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
Pourquoi pas?
Why not? Maybe you can shake some dust off the other idols.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of dust.
You're right about that.
I don't
C'est
think
des yeux,
Athena would let me clean anything anyway. She won't even let me touch her spear.
Pourquoi tu voudrais toucher sa lance? Comment savais-tu que Calliope était morte?
When Calliope died, you were right there, within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
Ça a l'air glauque. Non. Ah oui, parce que oui, c'est lui qui amène les gens en enfer, je crois. Tu as emmené le corps? Mais pourquoi? Mais
But
pourquoi?
why do you need to be there?
To take them where they need to go.
Voilà, c'est ça.
To take who? Calliope?
Kinda. Look, it's between the old Hermes and me, and between me and the next Hermes.
Enfin,
That's all
elle,
I
vu
can
que c'est un
say.
dieu, peut-être qu'elle est emmenée aux Champs-Élysées plutôt. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Que sais-tu du meurtre?
This is probably a stupid question, but do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Champs-Élysées où il y a une
Ugh,
boutique Hermès.
Why would I know anything about
Je
that?
pense. J'en sais rien.
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
Elle a l'air en colère.
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
Comment es-tu devenue une idole?
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his
Ah ouais,
murder?
d'accord, on se...
No? Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died.
On se
We were
transmet la
friends, and I
charge
was having trouble at home and he helped me out. I miss him.
à la mort. Pourquoi te faire appeler Hermès?
Why do you call yourself Hermes? I mean, I don't call myself Calliope.
You might eventually.
I doubt it.
Most idols do. Not everyone, though, so I don't know, maybe not you.
Ok, d'accord, donc c'est pas les mêmes qu'à l'époque. Je cherche Perséphone.
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Elle est si terrible que ça.
Is Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite.
Ah, c'est tonton raciste. Je connais.
Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list. It's a thing.
Pull yourself together. Are you gonna let Persephone boss you around forever?
Maybe?
No, you do that, she'll be walking all over you for centuries. You're a god.
Yeah, I'm a god.
You never know, she might be impressed, right?
Heck yeah. Yeah, let me know when you want to find her. I'll even stand way, way back while you chat.
Ok, parlons à Pan. What up?
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear Muse.
Hi,
Je suis
Pam.
toujours pas Muse. Hein.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
Oui, il a un super style Pan. Que fais-tu ici?
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple
je suis
tastes,
pas Muse.
my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
Tu viens souvent au club? Tu viens souvent au club?
I assume you're a
Normal.
regular at this club?
And why
club à
would
Max?
you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you... Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
Ah, Hérode, je connais, c'est un poète grec. Merci pour l'adresse.
I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember,
Ouais, ça me fait un peu peur.
how you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot
Mais
imagine.
Apollon, c'est pas le dieu du soleil par contre.
Nicely done.
C'est, comment il s'appelle? Hélios. Tu savais que je tomberais sur lui?
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
See, you play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Ouais, c'est bizarre tes histoires.
Flatterer.
Ah mais oui, c'est vrai que c'est ton truc. Pourquoi te faire confiance?
The things you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Still not helping.
Ah, le mépris de classe.
Why, Grace? Are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
Ça y
It's more
ressemble.
that I'm stating it outright.
Rejected twice in a row. How will I ever recover from such insult?
Tu m'as fait
I
le coup de Han
ask?
Solo. Vous aimez les vauriens?
Uh-huh.
I don't know
Mais
what
je
to
suis pas
tell
une
you,
princesse Leia.
Grace. Even an idol needs to get by.
Faut que j'y aille.
I should get going. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
Ok. Parlons à Apollon. Ah, c'est le mec qui est posé dans le coin. Ouais, qui est posé dans le
I
club
thought
et qui
this
parle à
would be
personne.
easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I
Bizarre.
hope your search has been more successful.
T'as des dossiers dans la boîte ou... Tu n'es pas vraiment à l'aise ici, hein?
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Hammersmith Apollo ça s'appelle.
Once. When I had the Muses to keep me company.
Eh bien, viens danser.
I'm a muse now. I can keep you company.
Nothing would make me happier. But you do have a predicament to solve first.
Pourquoi dans ce sens-là, forcément? Tu peux me parler de Perséphone?
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know, exactly?
Pourquoi tout le monde a-t-il peur de
I
Perséphone?
thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone, and has been for a very long time. She has her reasons. I can't say she doesn't, but
C'est rare.
she does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
Ah, c'est la déesse de la rancune. Raconte-moi l'histoire de Perséphone.
What's Persephone's
C'est
story?
Demon in Shape. Oui,
Her name rings a
c'est un
bell,
peu ma
but I
dégaine
don't-
en vrai.
No doubt
Avec
you've heard the
un
tale
six-pack
of
au lieu
how
du one-pack.
Hades, Lord of the Underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess and made her his wife.
That sweet young goddess was Persephone.
Her mother,
Moi, les six-packs, je
Demeter,
les
was
bois.
so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and
Oui, je sais,
Hades, and thus
je viens de
the
faire
matter
un
was
jeu
resolved.
entier qui tournait autour de ça.
Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
À quel point cette histoire est-elle vraie?
So tell me, how much of
parle-moi de
Persephone's legend
Zagreus.
is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
Hein? Bon, il l'avait mérité, ouais.
Sounds like Hades had it coming.
Petit côté savage.
I'd like to say we handled it well. That Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and
C'est
let
pour ça
it
qu'elle a
happen.
créé un club qui s'appelle
She
les
has
Enfers.
never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
Moi non plus.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
Et je vais utiliser ce petit lien pour essayer de la questionner. Perséphone a tué une idole?
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know,
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that.
Ah, et c'était pas
Back
rétroactif.
then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
Qu'a-t-elle fait après?
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
Elle a l'air de quelqu'un avec qui je vais bien m'entendre. J'ai trouvé de l'aide.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally, I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
Les médiators pour jouer les guitares.
We'll see, I guess.
Il faut que je parle à Eros par contre avant. C'est le dieu de l'amour. Hein. Mais il est pas censé être petit avec des ailes et un arc? Pourquoi il est hyper baraque et grand? Et en tenue... je sais pas.
Oh, hey. You're the new Muse, aren't you?
I guess I am, yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros.
Un dieu du
God of
sexe.
sex.
C'est de l'amour, mais ok. Il y a un dieu du sexe.
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Ouah, comment ça bafouille.
Really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby
Un
with a
peu.
bow and arrow?
I wasn't...
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. spread all their stupid stories.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
Que fais-tu ici?
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happened?
Le sexe.
Look out there. See all these people.
Ils vont faire le sexe.
The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce
Les
off each
harcèlements,
other.
les attouchements,
To me,
les agressions.
like lightning.
Ça a l'air chouette.
There are worse ways to spend a night out.
Il observe
I
les
used to
gens
make it happen, you know.
s'approcher.
Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not
Oh.
the same thing.
Non, mais
It's just as
on
well.
s'en contente.
People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
D'où tu connais Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know?
T'as perdu des
No
attributions.
here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. It may as well be true.
Ah. Du coup, c'est pas vraiment de l'inceste quand vous couchez entre vous, quoi. Aphrodite est ta mère.
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
Et ça va?
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. That obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. No, it's hard to get away. I just want... No, never mind.
Mauvaise journée.
Even idols have their bad days, huh?
Bad weeks, bad months, bad centuries. Who am I talking to? You're the one with your life on the line.
Il faut que j'y aille.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
Ok, allons voir Perséphone. Ah oui, il était dur à trouver, elle est au bar. Merci Hermès de me l'avoir indiqué, je l'aurais jamais trouvé sans toi.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. Yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited.
Bah, j'étais invité.
Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
Je sais même plus pourquoi je suis venu. J'ai des questions. Je ne viens pas me battre.
I'm not trying to start a fight. Far from it. I came here hoping you could help me.
Help you? Perhaps you could help me instead. I'd like to understand a few things.
Vas-y.
Do you
shoot.
really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you
oui, c'est vrai.
torture
Merci.
her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
J'ai besoin de ton aide, Appolon.
Now would be a good time to mediate, Apollo.
Is that why you're here, brother? Because you know me so well?
Because I know that you care. Far more deeply than you could ever admit.
How would you know that? You resigned. You abandoned everything and everyone who ever needed you. You don't know the first thing about me, and you never did. Just crawl back into your dark little hole, Apollo.
J'en ai assez.
That's it. I'm done talking.
Grace, I don't think
Forget it, Apollo. She's spoiling for a fight, so why not give it to her?
So, it's a challenge after all.
Face au prédateur, il faut juste montrer qu'on est plus... qu'on est plus énervé et plus dangereux. Let's dance.
You hear that? You're in my house, little Muse. You want answers? Fight for them.
Oh, c'est ce qui va se passer. Donne ton meilleur, Perséphone.
A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near. And you all alone, we both know how this ends.
Je suis pas tout seul.
Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
Thanks for the welcome, it's my first time here. You've made your feelings for me crystal clear. You play your show, I'll just go grab a beer. Didn't come here to quarrel with you. Love what you've done here, this place comes up well. You've nailed the theme, it really feels like hell. Guess you're not looking for new clientele. Just as well, that's a 5-star review. Let's try the easy way. Hear what I have to say.
They get younger every year. Little big shots that drift through here think they're bringing something new to the door. And you've heard it 1,000 times before.
Pas obligé de nous déprécier.
Honey, I've heard it 1,000 times before. Honey, I've heard it 1,000 times.
Wait, you're she the Persephone?
Oula.
Oh boy, a celebrity dissing me. Now remind me, Peach, of my memory. Sorry, not up on my ancient history. Underworld, now that rings a bell. Was it you who was married to the king of hell? It's hazy, Hades.
Ça
So
part en
you're
rap.
his lady before my time because I'm such a baby.
Is there nothing she can't do? She's a half-assed would-be rapper too. Introducing MC, clear the floor. Honey, we've heard it 1,000 times before.
Ok, faut improviser. Faut innover.
We've heard it 1,000
Ça a l'air d'être le thème. Le thème.
Please teach me my ABCs. Me, I never featured in Euripides. So where are they now? Wow, look around. You're the big cheese of a hole in the ground.
Poum.
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing?
Vas-y, réveille-toi, Persée.
Surprise, surprise. Coins on your
T'as pas été traduite.
eyes. Give them to the ferryman.
T'as pas été viré les enfers, toi?
Get it in your little head. You're spitting at the queen
Tu n'es plus reine.
of the
Tu
dead.
t'es fait virer, meuf. Ta daronne est tellement une dragonne qu'elle allume ses
Just
pètes.
is anyone here dead? No one? Yeah, that's probably what I would have said. Hey, let's prove that we're alive. Let me hear you. People of
Ah, mitraillette à droite.
Here we go.
Ah merde, ils sont morts.
On the left now.
Ta mère est tellement une dragonne que je m'attache à elle pas mal aussi.
How long since you heard something new? Or is that piece of you dead and buried?
Il est où le pieu tété? Il est mort le pieu tété.
You ate a bad seed.
Voilà, livre-toi. Parle de ta souffrance.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till a muse. I just want Calliope back.
C'était celle à qui elle confiait toute sa douleur. Et moi je suis là maintenant.
Your Majesty, do you understand who I am? Who I
Just tell me one thing. What prompted this little visit of yours?
We went to Calliope's apartment, and we know that you own it.
I see. Follow me, then.
Boum. J'ai réussi à la convaincre. T'aurais pas pu me faire juste un
Calliope
sourire?
came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
Tu les connaissais bien?
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down.
Ah,
I
c'est toi qui
had
as
to
foutu
know
le
the
bordel.
truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
Tu crois toujours que c'est moi qui ai fait ça?
So what now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
The jury's still out on whether Calliope chose you, but do I think you killed her? No.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's
Bien
death.
vu, Apollon, t'es le dieu de la logique,
Someone
toi,
who
non?
could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
One of us. Faut-il forcément que ce soit une idole?
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
J'ai bien dit magie?
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation.
Oui, mais j'essaye de comprendre
And
les
yet
règles
magic is beyond
et les
belief.
limites.
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Pas mal, on peut
Some would say our
popcorn.
powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Calliope avait-elle des ennemis?
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have.
Oui, troublemaker, elle a dit.
What? What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Ah, ça, je connais ça.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
Et Pan?
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
Après,
He
c'est
has
son
one,
truc de
that's
faire
for
du bordel.
certain, though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
Et si c'était Athéna la tueuse?
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well,
Athena has one goal and one goal only, to protect the idols. And that included Calliope.
C'est la couverture parfaite.
She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Vous êtes toujours suspects tous les deux.
For all I know, either one of you could have done it and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
Peut-être qu'il a fait exprès
whereas
de
we know how
faire...
capable you are of murder.
Ouh.
Okay, this
The
isn't...
one and only god I killed deserved it.
Right. Sorry I brought it up. Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus...
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Bon, ça va là, c'est pas...
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you
Je vais vous
forgetting
laisser
what
du
the
coin.
Muses meant to me?
Arrêtez ça.
Stop it! Stop fighting!
Arrêtez de vous battre.
Is this what the idols are like? You just what? Live forever and never get over anything? Super. Becoming a god was such a gift. Wow.
To forgive is divine.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
How could you blame her? What could she have done?
Oui, c'est vrai.
Such a fate, you are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his
Mais
own
c'est pas le dieu du
eyes
soleil.
what you know about fate.
Hélios.
You know her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this. Please remember what we
Arrêtez de vous battre.
do.
We must avenge a muse.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your
Ils vont se
heart
calmer, là.
shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too late. You know how far I've been before I
trapped.
snapped.
This
This
is
is
not
not
about
about
you.
you.
Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun.
Dieu du soleil, de la lumière, du chant, de la musique, de la poésie, des purifications, de la guérison, du tir à l'arc. Ouais, mais Hélios, c'est le dieu principal du soleil. Lui, il est secondaire. C'est vrai, j'ai pensé après qu'effectivement, il était un peu dieu du soleil. Je trouve juste que c'est du vol du travail de Hélios.
She abandoned us.
Follow him or stay.
Moi, j'aime bien le côté un peu mélancolique et un peu naze de Apollo. J'ai envie de rester avec lui.
That was not my finest moment.
Oui, tu es l'enfant du soleil, oui.
Persephone will never let this go.
C'était quoi ça?
What the hell was that? You were one step away from full thunder and lightning.
Non, ça c'est Zeus.
Old habits die hard, especially around my family.
Die Hard, c'est avec Bruce
That's why
Willis.
I've tried to avoid my fellow idols for so long. I don't like who I am when I'm with them.
L'âge n'apporte donc pas la sagesse?
You'd think being thousands of years old would make idols more mature. And yet...
Oh, I've forgotten 10 lifetimes by now. Perhaps my maturity was in one of those. At least coming here was useful. You have a better idea of where to start looking, right?
Non. Tu continues de m'aider?
I thought you'd decide that getting me into the underworld was enough.
What? Bring you to Persephone and then shrug? Not my problem now?
Je ne t'en voudrais pas.
I mean, you could. I wouldn't blame you. It's not your problem.
What
Elle parle
you
pas fort,
said
elle.
during our song, it's still true.
Sure, but I forced you to sing it.
You forced me to speak my heart. I'm helping you because I believe I should.
On oublie Athéna alors?
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
I respect Athena. She has dragged us into the modern age, sometimes kicking and screaming. She's why we're alive. But if I said that her need to keep us safe didn't drive her to extremes, I'd be lying. You represent a risk, Grace. To her, that is more important than any notion of compassion or justice.
Ah, c'est un peu une droitarde, quoi. C'est raide.
Well, that's harsh.
Perhaps. To be responsible for the lives of so many for so long, it is no small burden.
Forgive me if I can't help wishing she would lighten up just a little.
You're not the first to wish that, but I doubt she's apt to listen. I'm sorry.
Where do we look then?
I need to give it some thought. This won't be easy. If another idol is behind this, they know as well. They had a plan.
So you don't know where to look next?
I need time to sort it out. Just be patient, Grace.
Ouais, mais j'ai pas beaucoup de temps en fait.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Someplace I can look?
Don't you want to relax? You haven't rested since this began.
Relax? Who can relax? I've been sentenced to death, Apollo.
Fair point. Even so, go home, Grace. The next time you see me, I'll have a better notion of what to do.
Fine. But I'm holding you to that.
J'ai fini l'acte 1. Acte 2. Il y a combien d'actes? Est-ce qu'on le finit aujourd'hui ou est-ce que...
Hey, Freddy. Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? What if you were taken prisoner? Kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree? I was worried sick.
Tu t'inquiétais. Trop chou.
You were worried about me? Aw.
Well, you're my best friend in the whole world, Grace. Plus, you know, what would the band
Il y en a
do?
3.
Right, the band. Where are Kaz and Brian anyway?
I told them you were fine, which isn't a lie, because technically you are. Now tell me everything that happened. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up siding with Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
Je crois.
I'm not sure. I think so. It doesn't seem like he's lying, but he's hard to read.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it.
So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place.
Oula.
I could
Tu
go
t'es
back
coupé.
to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Ah non, il doit parler du mont Olympus sur Mars. Qu'est-ce qu'il me veut?
Huh. I wonder what he wants.
Probably to cash in his precious favor.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddie.
The Muse! Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Tu veux que je te fasse chanter pour te montrer à quel point je suis une muse? Oula, il y a beaucoup de choses. On va aller parler à Perséphone parce que c'est vrai que j'ai choisi Appolon mais que j'aimerais bien rester quand même dans les petits papiers. Elle m'a livré, elle m'a ouvert son cœur et tout. C'est pas une
As I
mauvaise
recall,
personne.
Grace, when I said stay or leave, you chose to leave. If it wasn't clear, I don't give second chances. Or did you have some other reason for darkening my doorstep?
J'avais envie de te voir.
I wanted to see you again. Make sure there were no hard feelings.
Oh, so it's a social visit then. Oh, let me be clear. There are no hard feelings. There are no feelings at all. You came, you got what you wanted, you left. Wherever you need to go next, I'm sure Apollo can take you.
On peut quand même être amis.
There's nothing stopping us from being friends. We don't need to be allies.
As I said before, I'm still not convinced of your innocence. I'd say that stops us from being friends, Grace.
Really? Still?
Either you're guilty, in which case you won't be here long, or you're innocent, and we can speak after the trial. But one last word of advice before you go. If you want to survive, don't look to anyone else for help. Not Apollo, not Pan, not even me. You walked away from my offer, and I respect that. Make your choices and live with them.
Eh bien, je vivrai avec. Allons voir Pan. Qu'est-ce qu'il me veut? Ah, c'est l'arbre que j'avais dans la chanson.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
I just... What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
No, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
L'Olympe est caché.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
Et il y a combien d'idoles?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
Bah si, il y en a plein des tonnes.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
La plupart des idoles vivent ici?
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give up my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Right. Good point.
Énorme, hein?
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier. Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
Dis-moi tout. Je m'en doutais.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires.
C'est pas un truc de cul,
I'll
hein.
give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
Quel genre de faveur?
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're
Ouais,
better
ok.
equipped to handle than I.
Bah super.
This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
C'est tout?
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
Tu trouves ça rassurant?
That's exactly what someone untrustworthy would say.
It will not take you long to learn, dear Grace, that among the idols there are fewer truth-tellers than there are liars. Truths can be hard, after all. But deception? Deception is as boring as it is simple.
C'est quoi un reliquaire?
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
Il est dangereux ce reliquaire?
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Ok. Et 4 peut vraiment m'aider?
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
C'est votre police scientifique, c'est ça?
She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
Je vais y réfléchir.
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion.
Asterion, aïe.
Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Ok, allons voir le reliquaire et ensuite on ira voir Appolon. C'est dans un conteneur? Ah bah j'y vais avec...
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
C'est peut-être dangereux.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought you here.
I live for danger.
This isn't D&D, Freddy. Some of these
Non,
idols,
ça c'est Baldur's
they
Gate.
mean
ça.
business.
Do not start dissing D&D. There is literally no better preparation for facing a world of gods and magic. Plus, my initiative is ace.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Dis-moi plus sur Hecate.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Ok. Tu es génial.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
À propos de cette idole que nous devons aider.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the
Ah, mais oui,
Minotaur's
putain, je savais
real
que je connaissais le nom.
name. You know, big bullhead, horns,
Oui.
lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
Tu crois que le Minotaure est dangereux?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Avec le
Well,
fil
not
d'Arial
so
et tout
slain
ça.
after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
On devrait entrer. Oui, parce que It's the Girlfriend, ça veut dire
We should go
le
inside instead
sexe
of
oral.
standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go then. Are you really planning on doing that favor?
Bah
for
maintenant qu'on
Pan?
est là, oui, allons-y. Si je peux.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay, I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Mais du coup, sa vie sentimentale, c'est peut-être avec une vache. Oh. Elle est un peu grande, elle, non?
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Ah mais oui, putain, c'est Titan.
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
Je ne suis pas une mortelle. Du calme, ma grande.
Listen, lady. I don't care who you are. One more word and I'll have you dancing a jig until your giant feet fall off.
Grace?
No. I've had it with
C'est
being
un peu
threatened.
surprise.
Just once I'd like to go somewhere and not be challenged to a fight.
You are Grace?
Voilà, on peut s'entendre. Elle reprend même une taille normale. Bonjour.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Ah, parce que tu fais aussi le destin? Personne ne t'a rien dit?
Nobody told you the news? That's rude.
I do not need to be told. It has been written, and thus I know.
Has it also been written who murdered Calliope?
Murder? No, Calliope dies in a vehicle crash in your arms. It is written. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an
Eh ben, y a quelqu'un qui a modifié le...
automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
On dirait.
They're wrong about this. Calliope was murdered just a few days ago.
That is impossible.
Quelqu'un modifie le destin,
I
meuf.
don't know what to tell you.
Ou alors elle a eu l'accident et elle a voyagé dans le temps.
We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea. Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred, something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Tu ne peux pas faire plus vite?
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if
Oui,
indeed
parce que
they
c'est les
are
morts
not the
avec le
ones
destin.
responsible.
The Moy what?
Oui, si.
You might know them as the Fates.
Oui.
They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Est-ce que je peux voir Astérion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oui. Le dernier qui est venu, c'était pour le buter. Bonjour.
Oh!
Et il est en mode La Belle et la Bête.
Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
On peut parler?
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that
T'inquiète.
maybe you
On va te libérer.
needed help with.
Oh, no. No, no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Je m'en bats les couilles, je sais pas lire.
Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Ou alors on
I don't
insiste.
think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Il est temps que j'utilise mes pouvoirs.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you're still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
C'est elle? Pourquoi pas devant elle?
Why couldn't you... Wait. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, this is so great. I love this.
C'est un peu
I
mignon,
heard
ouais.
what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
Tu es amoureux des quatre.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Pourquoi on juge par contre?
Mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Pourquoi tu vas pas parler à Kat?
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time, I end up knocking over a table, or killing a cat, or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words, all right? Really not good.
Pourquoi Kat?
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
C'est vraiment toi le Minotaure?
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a talent.
Admettons que je t'aide.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate.
Mais on va
What
chanter
is
une
it you think
chanson.
I can do?
A Muse knows about poetry
Oui.
and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
Il se passe quoi si elle ne veut pas de toi?
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me.
Alors commence pas par partir des fétiches par contre.
Once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you, no matter what she says. I promise.
Ensuite, pourquoi t'as une crinière? Les taureaux ça a pas de crinière. Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire en retour?
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you. Even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Est-ce qu'on n'a pas un problème d'image encore là? Les amis du stream. J'ai l'impression que ça se... Non, là, ça s'est calmé peut-être. On peut toujours essayer.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, you know, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest.
Et danse. Ça rame de temps en temps quand même.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Parle avec le cœur.
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Do you want to just say that? Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me, you know you enrapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterion, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me.
Put a spell on me.
It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me.
Laisse-la s'exprimer, elle arrivera peut-être mieux que toi. Et laisse-la répondre.
I cannot hide from my reality. I can't help but think it's best that you forget me.
Jamais.
I feel
Jamás.
so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come
Hein?
to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me. This is a
Et ils sont tous, il y en a plusieurs qui ont des bonnes voix quand même.
If you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word, but he flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? Well, there's no need to guess, he's already moved in.
Please understand, Grace, it's not him I can't face. My heart is a difficult place to admire. Hot coals at its core burned so many before, yet he carries this torch unaware of the fire.
Hey, will you dance with me? Oh, never mind. You know, this isn't the first time I've pretended to dance with you.
Yes, twirl!
Who thought a ball could live under a shell? I don't need your answer, you know me too well. This love is my truth, and I know in my soul that the magic in here is beyond our control.
It's true, there's a part of me that yearns for
Allez.
more. If I had my pick, it'd be you I adore. Not all is written, powers greater than fate give meaning to what the world puts on our plate. Yet, even so, this could all go astray.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
He's bared his soul, so what's the debate? Will you let him in before it's too late?
Putain, j'aurais dû laisser dire que c'était à elle de le dire.
Astarion,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
Ça va être compliqué là par contre.
Regret this.
Not yet. It is written.
You've cast a spell on me.
To think I shall have my own story.
Voilà.
You've cast a spell on me.
Ce sera notre but, ce sera de sortir tout le monde de sa,
Write it together.
de la routine.
You've cast a spell on me.
A tale of romance and glory.
You've cast a spell on me.
But do we have enough leather?
You've cast
Quoi?
a spell on me.
Win.
Well, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Astarion.
And you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, you know, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Ça n'était pas écrit?
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
Et t'as lu ça?
But you knew that.
Ah ouais, c'est
I
bizarre.
follow the rules. It is written.
Arrête! Je suis heureuse que ça ait marché.
I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Bah, très bien sa tenue.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
How long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what I tell you.
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Je veux bien te croire. Tout va bien?
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so,
Oh, le couple
I
d'introvertis.
suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Est-ce qu'elle a lu le... Comment tu sais qu'elle n'a rien pris?
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Elle a dû voir
got involved?
le futur,
Yeah, when Kate finally
essayer de
told
le
her,
changer.
Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Donc Athéna sait ce qui s'est passé ici.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's well, she's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as
Ah,
smart
c'est ça
as
qu'il nous
Kate.
racontait. Est-ce que tu as retrouvé Calliope?
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding
Ah,
bad.
elle était déjà
I don't
blessée.
know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog.
Ah,
Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Pourquoi Méduse était là?
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
À quel point Calliope était blessée?
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
Parce qu'elle a regardé le futur et la personne a dit non. Plah. Le reliquaire a
Did you
des
see the
alarmes.
reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Comment Calliope est entrée?
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Calliope did. Someone else could have.
Yeah, but the alarms are just to protect all the books and relics. That's it. Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Quel genre de relique il y a là-dedans?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
That's all I need to know.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
She's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
Maintenant, elle a l'air de cacher beaucoup de choses, non?
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
On a bien avancé.
I'm okay. We learned a lot. I just wish I knew why Calliope was here in the first place.
On va demander à Medusa.
Maybe that's a question for
Oui.
Medusa.
Sure. If only I knew where to find her.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
Medusa?
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Pan!
Putain, je voulais mettre une pause, mais
I hope you're
ça
here,
n'en finit
because
plus.
I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
Ah, je te sers d'intermédiaire pour des trucs illégaux? Tu t'es servi de moi.
So you used me. All part of your trading favors thing?
Of course. I used you, I used Asterion. You used Asterion, Asterion used you. Is this not the way the world works?
Bah, personne s'est servi de toi, du coup.
Why not just tell me what you were after?
And risk nosy Hecate somehow digging it out of you. Perish the thought. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
Arrête de jouer avec moi.
You know I did. Don't try to deny it.
I'm fairly certain I've yet to deny anything at all.
Ugh.
Grace, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were being fresh.
Go ahead. Tell me it's a coincidence that you knew exactly where to send me.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Pas sans preuve.
Give me a reason to believe you, Pan.
Ah, you want
Ça
the
commence à bien faire.
ever-elusive proof. If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it? Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
Tu es horrible.
We'll see where that takes us. Pan, you are just the worst.
Aren't I, though? You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
Oui.
She was at the reliquary, but
Dis-moi
you
où elle
already
crèche.
knew that.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
Ok, bah ça juge à mort. Bah, je vais la traiter comme n'importe qui. Parce que je suis pas comme toi. Merci YouTube d'avoir suivi cette deuxième VOD sur Stray God Role-Playing Musical. On se retrouve très bientôt pour la suite.